Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, we're going to take a look at this Kimo 1/4 inch impact driver. Now, Kimo was nice enough to send me this item so that I could show it to you guys. They were also nice enough to give me a promo code, give you guys a little bit of discount. So if at the end of the video you decide you are interested in this item, check out the link down below. We'll have the promo code already waiting for you. Now, this impact driver does come as a kit. So you get the case, as you see here, you get the driver itself, you get a 2 amp hour battery, and you get the charger. Now, inside the case, you do get a couple accessories. We have 4 nut drivers there, have a couple of bits, Phillips and slotted, and you get the hook for hanging it. Now, before I give you a little tour of this impact driver, I want to go over a few things about Kimo. The tool comes with a 24-month warranty. As part of their 20-volt platform, they have several other tools that you can buy. They have a drill, angle grinder, reciprocating saw, a blower, a brad nailer / stapler, and you can buy batteries in either 2 or 4 amp hour. So if you do decide to get the impact driver, there are some other tools that you can expand into. So let's take a little look at this Kimo. It is a brushless impact driver. Has the light, quick change. We have 3 speeds adjusted with this little button here. See our 3 speeds. The battery also has a power level indicator. The output on the charger, 1.5 amps. So it'll take about, give or take, an hour and a half to charge the battery. It is variable speed. And as you guessed, reversible. Now let's spend a few seconds to see this thing in action. Square drive lag bolt. I don't have a socket for that, so we're going to try this universal socket. And odds on favored as it just doesn't work at all, but we also have the possibility for breakage. The universal socket, the adapter, or the impact. Let's see what happens. Okay, I gotta say I'm a little bit impressed that nothing broke and it actually worked. I thought it would be interesting to compare this with my DeWalt DCF 887 impact driver, and just for comparison's sake, the regular price right now for the Kimo is $90, and that's for the whole kit. To compare, the bare tool for the DeWalt is $139 on Home Depot. Now you can see size-wise, they're almost the exact same thing. They're both on a 2 amp hour battery. They're both brushless. Three speeds on both, and both have the light. Now, real professional like, I made us a little bit of a chart here. You can see the torque on the Kimo is rated at 2652 inch-pounds or 221 foot-pounds, and the DeWalt 1825 inch-pounds, 152 foot-pounds. The impact rate 3,300 impacts per minute for the Kimo, 3,600 for the DeWalt. The speed is 2,800 RPMs at the highest on the Kimo, and 3,250 RPM for the DeWalt. So the torque is rated a little bit higher for the Kimo, and the DeWalt is a little bit faster, but I think pretty respectable overall. Let's compare the weights. No look at an impact driver would be complete without taking off lug nuts. So here goes. Well, it got it off, but it struggled. Now here's the thing, the torque on my truck lug nuts is 140 foot-pounds. Common for trucks, cars are going to be closer to 100 foot-pounds. So if you have a passenger vehicle, a car, you'll probably be all right. If you have a truck, you're going to see a lot more of what you saw right there in that clip. Now that we got a chance to take a look at it, I want to talk to you about some of the things I like and don't like about this Kimo. First off, I used it pretty extensively over the weekend. I'm building an addition to my shed, and there were spots where I would have preferred using an air nailer, but instead I used screws for every bit of it, and this was the only driver I used for the entire project. It's almost completely done by now, and this thing survived it just fine. It worked without any problems at all. So is it a capable tool? Absolutely capable. But is it the best option for you? Only you can decide how extensive you would use such a tool, what other tools would have to be in the platform for you. Do you need a full platform like something DeWalt or Milwaukee, Bosch, Makita has? Or the tools I mentioned earlier is all that you would ever need anyway, so you don't have to expand beyond that, or maybe you're just using it as a backup tool. Because again, the prices we talked about earlier was the kit for the Kimo, and was just a bare tool price on the DeWalt. The little sticker for the indicator on the battery, it's already fallen off twice on me. The molding on this thing, I didn't notice it. It didn't bother me at all when I was using the tool, but you can feel the ridge. I don't know how that'll pick up on the microphone, but there's just a little bit of a ridge between the two pieces that you can feel. Now let's talk about this case. The lid, this looks like it's all molded to hold these pieces, but then look how it's all mashed over here. I don't know what happened with it, but when you get these pieces, they just come in a Ziploc bag just sitting there. I don't know how you would ever actually use any of those slots up there. So the other thing is the torque rating. It was 221 foot-pounds is what the rating is from Kimo. I know that my lug nuts were 140 foot-pounds, considerably less than 220. Now it did take it off, but it took some doing. It didn't do it easily. So I don't think their torque rating is accurate, but the DeWalt's only rated at 150 something. So if this took off 140, you're talking pretty comparable in that regard, assuming that the DeWalt one is accurate. So there it is, guys. Your Kimo 1/4-inch impact driver. If it is something you're interested in, there is a link down below. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe for a subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.